Hi, my name is Gina VanHollebeke, and I'm a 4th, 5th, and 6th grade teacher in a rural district. I just went ahead and finished my dispositions assessment, and after completing the assessment, I did a reflection on what I feel that I have strengths in and in weaknesses, and also reflected on how I feel educators should look like, how they should behave, and the standards that guide them in their teaching. I'm going to start with some of the dispositions that I feel that I have strengths in. One of the dispositions I feel I have the greatest strength in is being able to promote learning in my classroom and making sure that I know all students are capable of learning. I feel in my classroom that all students are capable of learning and that they can learn. We just need to find out how each student learns and what motivates them. I take pride in making sure that I develop a personal relationship with each of my students and that my students know that they can count on me. Because before they can do any learning, they need to make sure that they feel safe within our classroom walls. And in order to do that, I need to make sure that I am able to spike their curiosity in the work that we're doing and make them motivated to want to learn. They're going to want to learn if you want them to learn, and also if you promote yourself as a positive person and set an example to them of how they should act and what you expect from them. And if they see that you have high expectations for yourself as a teacher, they're going to be giving you more of what you want than less of what you want. Also, families are going to see that their children are happier, that they want their child to be in your classroom, and maybe they even want to come and meet the teacher that their child is talking about. I know that I personally work in a district that is high Hispanics and very low poverty. High poverty. And so in my district, a lot of these parents aren't coming into our schools. They are busy working because they need to work multiple jobs, and so they don't have the time to come in. Also, with these students who are high poverty, our classrooms are what is their safe zone usually. That's where they feel the most comfortable, and sometimes this is the only place that they feel secure. And if we can promote this want of learning while they're here at school, that's the best thing that we can give to a child, and the best way that we can promote a connection with these families so that if they are struggling, they have somebody to come to for an additional resource, because some of these families are scared that all we're going to do is call CPS. And in some cases, that's not what's going to help that child. Yes, we want them to have a good external environment, but we can't always control that. So having the internal environment of our classroom is the best way to do that. And I know that in my district, this is one of the weaknesses that I have, is having community involvement and bringing these parents into our classrooms because they're not there. So how can I, as a teacher, get them to come? And that is one thing that year after year, our school district and our teachers that I collaborate with are working on. And sometimes they only come to the winter concert. But this year, I had 100% rate of parents coming to my conferences and talking to me. And that was a huge step. And while I still think that I can do more to get their involvement, and that's why it's a weakness of my area that I'm trying to fix, I know that just little steps are gonna go a long way. I believe as educators, we need to look towards other educators and professionals to help us get ideas of how we can do this in our classrooms. And so as we look at professionals and educators, I think that the best thing that we can do is see that most educators want to improve themselves. They want what's best for their students. They want to uphold a level of commitment to their students and their families. And a lot of educators who want this behave in a positive manner. They want to show these families that that's what it takes. And they uphold themselves to the standards of what they've learned in their master's programs or bachelor's programs, or even the standards that they have seen just by working in the districts that they do.